Good morning. I'm Nicole Schrock, and I'm going to be your tour guide. I'm kidding. I'm going to be your instructor for this online version of Comp 2. And I joke about the tour guide thing because part of me, with the term instructor, I don't think it fully captures what I hope to provide for you as the facilitator of learning for this course. First of all, I know that sometimes, even from my own experiences in education, that instructor meant hands off, don't ask questions, or you might be accused of not paying attention. And I want to just totally dismiss that image for you and let you know that, especially with an online class, no question is a dumb question, and just make sure that those questions keep coming my way. Clarifications. Don't tread for more than 15 minutes on an assignment not knowing what you're really doing. The prompts for this course are going to be open-ended, and they're going to feel uncomfortably flexible at first. Like, when you watch those circus folks who can do all those twists and turns, and like all of a sudden they're like heads underneath their leg and their other legs. Okay, you're going to feel that way because it's so flexible that it's going to hurt at first. And so keep those questions coming. Clarity. You can throw topic ideas at me. Hey, am I on the right track? Hey, I couldn't find this. Any of those questions are great, including, hey, there's been a death in our family and I am behind a week. Okay, that kind of stuff. Communication, key in online learning. I think everybody thinks that online classes are sort of cold and distant. In fact, one of the terms we use for online education is distance learning. We're going to take the distance out of it. Okay, so here's how we're going to do that. We're going to communicate, and I'm doing these crazy videos not because I love to see myself on camera. In fact, it's sort of embarrassing and incriminating and all that. And usually my office is a mess, and you can see my kids' stuff all over and whatever. We're going to be real here. Okay. I think the second, so you can have these videos every week. Make sure you listen to them, even if they seem you can fast forward me. You can go back if I missed something because I talk really fast. Okay. The second tool that you're going to want to have close by is your syllabus. And your syllabus is going to have literally everything in it from a big picture perspective that you need for the course. So if in doubt, check the syllabus out. Now, what I did when I designed this course is I wanted you to have instructional pieces. And so this is going to be kind of a mini lesson, this video piece, where I'm going to kind of talk you through what we're doing for the week. I'm going to reinforce what's in the syllabus already. But parallel to all of that, of course, we have a textbook. But what are we doing with the textbook, right? That's where the course content comes in. And there's an outline. You click on each of those items. It pulls up a lot of reading. That's perhaps the downside of an online class is that it's very reading intensive, because you think of all the things that I might say in a regular 45-minute or even hour and a half course period, and all those things that are conveyed in meaning and instructional stuff, I'm trying to put into a document that makes sense so you understand the flow. I'm big on writing process. Not that writing process is a neat, tidy package, but I want you to see how everything we're doing fits into some aspect of your process as a writer. So as you read the course content, you're going to see that it always starts with pre-writing, and it shows you where we're at in the process and how the pieces fit together. It'll always give you a prompt up front, and you'll think, oh no, I've got a paper due. No, I'm just telling you a prompt like 2 weeks ahead, so that when the paper comes, you're like, oh, I've got this. I've been reading for that purpose, because for our writing class, we're reading to write, not just reading to read, right? No pun intended. Okay, so that's just a little bit about this. I didn't say much about myself other than what I feel like my role is. If you really want to read about me, I have a little blurb in our course, and yeah, I'm just a person, and I actually teach here from Columbus, the Columbus area in Plain City, Ohio, and I came in contact with Northwest State Community College because I lived in Archbold for most of my life prior to moving here. So it's one of those connections from the past that has been a good fit for my current place of residence. And I do a lot of teaching other places on the side as well. I'm actually a full-time online instructor for a online high school, and I teach for Capital University. I'm doing some work for Ohio Dominican and for University of Cincinnati. And I'm starting my own company called Pedagogy, and it's all about teaching online, or teaching teachers how to teach online. So I'm trying to use some of my own strategies here too. Okay, so What are we doing this week? Take a deep breath. This week is our Getting to Know You week. I'm going to go and flip over to my syllabus. So if my eyes kind of look like they're reading something, they are. And for this first week, we're going to start off with a Get to Know You activity, but it's not just a Get to Know You activity. It's a reflection activity to help you kind of think through who you are as a learner and your perceptions versus maybe society's perceptions, that kind of thing. Each one of the reflection activity prompts, you just fill in the blanks. Each one of these prompts is modeled after a template that you could use as a way of structuring a future thesis statement or the way you could cast an argument. It's always going to start with a they say statement and lead to an I say statement. Okay? So as you do the reflection activity, you're going to see a pattern there. I want you to start noticing those patterns and getting really comfortable with them because it will help you in the future. Anytime there's an A in front of the reading assignment, it's from the Erin text, our Little Brown Compact Handbook. And I'm going to tell you that those page numbers should be thought of as skimming or a resource, okay? I'm telling you that this is where there would be material that might help you if you're stuck. Then you'll notice that it says discussion board is an assignment due this week, and on the reflection activity I'm going to ask you to post that activity to the discussion board. So you're going to turn it in the assignment spot for a reflection activity, and then you're going to go to the discussion board and post it there and reply to somebody else's. Okay? And then more reading from the Erin text, and we have an MLA exercise. My cheesy joke is always that MLA stands for Making Life Awful, but it really doesn't. It's much easier than some systems in the past, and it is kind of a standard composition class way of formatting your paper as well as giving credit to sources. And we're just starting off there so that we have a little refresher and so that we're just reminded that every paper we turn in is done in MLA style, which includes internal citations and a works cited page. That exercise is 58.1. If you're using an older version of the Erin textbook, 58.1 is the correct exercise number. Your page number will be different. You do not need to turn in your MLA exercise to the discussion board. In fact, please don't. Nobody wants to see it except for me. So just turn that one into the assignment. This is what we're doing this week. We're preparing to write, argue, and use resources. So this is just our gearing up week. If you like to go ahead, go ahead. I've taught this class enough times that I can be fairly sure that the way that the course is set up will be pretty static. There shouldn't be too many dynamic changes. So if you work ahead, it shouldn't bite you in the butt too much, okay? I am really looking forward to teaching this class, and I've had some really great experiences with Northwest State students. I taught actually for 10 years in Pettisville, Ohio. So sometimes I even get my old students back, and that's super fun too. Anyway, enough about me. Can't wait to learn about you, and if you have questions, please let me know. In a nutshell, here's what you need. Keep the syllabus handy. Always read all the course content. You've already watched the video. Stay on top of it because online classes are slippery and the time can get away from us. Have a great first week of class.